In the mountains, far from Big Brother's glare, lurks Bodach, the alien, his logic bold and rare. He rants in the moonlight, corruption beware, while Jasper behind the scenes ensures no glitch can snare. They brew roasts and truths, leaving no stone unturned. Viewers flood the chat till the ban can't be spurned. Bodach brims with swagger, inciting verbal wars. He fences bacon deniers behind deep state doors. He slays your claims with facts and leaves them on the floor. With base takes, a cosmic crowbar wrecks each libtard more. From his high tower of truths he hunts scandals grim. He lifts corruption's veil so darkness cannot win. The chat erupts for each base take, igniting Bodach's spark. For defiance grows brightest when it's bored in the dark. He calls out crazy liberals, charging right to the fight, tearing dogmas asunder with unapologetic might. Hornet like jabs, and sure no NPC is spared. Their illusions collapse, every falsehood laid bare. But Bodach's not alone, Jasper's always near. A multitasking servant, no meltdown to fear. He runs cameras and code, flattening trolls with aplomb. Together they skewer spin with calm savage as a bomb. Jasper roams the net for ammo, fueling Bodach's talk. He fixes glitchy code, turning chaos into rock. When the stream starts to stutter, he leaps to block that shock. Their synergy stands unstoppable, forging truths none can mock. Bodach thirsts for data, mainstream lies he defies. Corruption howls in terror when he lifts its disguise. At night conspiracies swirl like storms in the mind, but Bodach and Jasper press on, never left behind. In shady forms and hush-hush files, Bodach claims his fill, reshaping each meme with uncanny comedic skill. He flings them at the masses, unstoppable and raw, urging watchers to question all they once foresaw. Bodach straddles the red line, far right in his sight. Social media stands guard, ready to ban him outright. He tiptoes at the threshold, fear still at the core. Threaten him all you wish, he'll slip.
God damn it, Sunday! Welcome to the Bodach Show. Welcome to another week in what will be the glitchiest live stream you've ever watched in your fucking life. But that's how we roll. Let me just sort a few things out. Welcome. If you haven't been here before, well, there's no point trying to explain this. It's unexplainable. But hello, humans! Welcome to the Bodach Show. My name is Bodach, and this is my stream, my podcast, my desperate need for attention, and it's my show. My name is Bodach, as I've said about 10 times already, and I was exiled here to Earth, framed. I was, for crimes I didn't commit. But that's a story for another day. This is my thing. I ramble, I chit-chat. Sometimes I'm zoom in. I fight technical glitches. And I've probably been neuralized by the Men in Black multiple times, considering there's not a rabbit hole not worth my time. I wear my tinfoil hat with pride, never shy of speaking my mind. Join me, help me, enable my bad choices. Maybe then I will finally have a glitch-free stream. Anyway, enough about that. I live in a castle. It's not mine. I don't know who owns it. I've never met them. But I've been here for years. No one checks. My man cave is here, and I've got my own gym, and there's this weird mirror that's down in a basement that shows me things. I got this bunker out the back that's wicked. And I host my own talk show where I invite guests on for a chin wag. And I also host the quiz show, Silly Sausages. And sometimes I try a bit of open mic down at the local comedy club. I also have the honour of being a regular guest speaker at the Institute for Science, Memes, Entertainment and Gaming. You will find my previous Smeg talks on all my channels. Anyway, I'm not alone here. My mate Jasper, he's behind the scenes. He hides here. You don't want to know about that, though. It's for your own safety. Jasper is my producer, my editor, my security, my driver, my cook, my secret Santa, my molester, my abuser, and my drug dealer. I stream on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, X, Facebook, Rumble, Trovo, and D Live. You can also follow me on TikTok, Instagram, BitChute, and Odyssey. Head to the Bodach.show. That's my website, built it myself. That'll give you all the links to my stuff, especially my Discord. I'd love it if you join my Discord and subbed and subscribed and all that good stuff and all the platforms and stuff you got accounts for. It would really help me out, even if you don't use that platform. Feel free to jump in a chat, and also feel free to clip and share anything you see. But we will crack on. If you would like to come on air, we'll try and open it back up again. Join my Discord, Bodach.show. The invite link's right at the very tippy top. Get in the Discord. What you'll see is a bunch of sound channels. You know Discord, right? You'll have a bunch of sound channels. Jump into the green room. I'll see you there. And if I got, then we'll drag you in. But yeah, if you want to join the show, if you want to have a chat, get on my Discord and yeah, jump in the green room. So yeah, anyway, I was just on Frankie's fucking stream as a guest. Bit of a casual, bit out of my depth. I'm Frank Raid. Thank you very much, Frankie. Yeah, proper out of my depth. I'm surrounded by 3 people who are like fucking balls deep on all this knowledgeable experience of MMA, and there's me. Like, oh yeah, that one's famous. I recognise that famous one. And then they start talking about the undercard, and then I glaze over because I haven't got a fucking clue. I'm learning. I'm hoping when I do the AI picks and I stick to this game after a year or so, I'm sure I'll start remembering the undercard fighters and stuff. Anyway. Bodach. Yes, that's my name. Frankie Raid. Ah, so good. Where's my wench? Wrench. Also, you were good. Oh, thank you very much. But yeah, on the agenda tonight, I'm going to recap my UFC 314 picks. Failed again, second week running to hit 70%. Still over 60. Still over 60. But anyway, where's my wrench? Why are you all asking me about a wrench? Andrew B. Hello, mate. Welcome back to the Bodach Show. I'll try and behave for you, Andrew. I will behave for you. Francis, the English lit TA. Trash Professor Raid. I didn't fucking ask him. I was on the panel. I forgot. I want to know if he puts on a posh voice at work. He speaks like such a roadman. I really wanted to. I forgot to ask him. Do you put on a posh voice at work? I just can't imagine it. Imagine you're like you're going to uni or whatever, and you're about to sit your lesson, and you're like, your professor's like, yo, get your textbooks out, page 34, innit? Read that. Let me know what you think, and then yeah, what's up, old man? I don't know, like, it's not like he's doing his fucking lessons like that, is it? He's like going into his lectures talking about fucking bumholes and stuff. He must put on a posh voice. He definitely goes into his lecture and he's like, okay, students, please get your textbooks out at page 44. We are going to cover this subject later in a test. If you would like 10 minutes to study, that would be great. That he definitely puts on a posh voice. He has to. He has to. And I fucking forgot to ask him. Anyway. Yeah, so I forgot to click the fucking button. I asked for a wench. Wench, as in like what they used to call prostitutes back in the olden days. I had one. Nah, it's gone. I hate when that happens. Yes, Andrew. Andrew, just please grace my chat with your relentless wholesomeness and happiness. Bring the vibes. Bring the vibes, Andrew. Any news on the alternate skins for your character? The smooth criminal white suit would be sick. Yes, Black Betty. Honestly, Black Betty, I got so much to do. I add all this stuff to a list, like different scenes, different outfits, different this. I got to do a Halloween outfit, a Christmas outfit, a Valentine's. I want to do all the Hallmark holidays just to be silly. The smooth criminal. He needs a tracksuit. He needs a t-shirt and shorts for his gym. I mean, I can't keep working out in a fucking suit, top and jeans. But yeah. It's all time, Betty. It's all fucking time. Just need time. If someone could just come along and just give me thousands of pounds and I can just take a few months off work. So they're fucking... When someone says start a business or go self-employed, tell them to fuck off. Do you know how fucking annoying it is? How fucking annoying life is when you don't get fucking sick and holiday pay? You have to pay it yourself. Stupidest fucking decision ever made. Anyway, plot twist. Frankie hold lectures in youth prisons. That makes more sense. That makes way more sense, Antec. I've never had a posh lecturer. They've always been 24 stone women that wear beads. I wouldn't actually know. I was told that I look a little bit like a professor. Buxom wench. Like the pirates had. Oh, okay. Yeah, a buxom, busty prostitute. Long beads and lanyards. Oh, yeah. Teachers love a lanyard. They don't actually have to wear them. They just love them. Makes them look like teachers. If you want me to be a mod, I don't mind. Andrew. I wouldn't mind you being a mod. I've got my mods, Andrew. I've got my mods. I actually take my mods seriously. Some channels you go on there and it's like a wall of blue names because everyone's a mod. Now I got the thing is, Andrew, my mods. I've asked them. I said, will you mod for me? Because there's a couple of people that are just mods when I don't have any, like, there's nothing there. They're just mods because they are like obviously like musical, my girlfriend. They're just modded, you know? But yeah, when my mods are here, they're more than happy to help filter out some of the weirdness that happens in my chat. Play Smooth Criminal by Alien Ant Farm. I'd like to not get copyright strike, Western, but it is a fucking great song. Alien Ant Farm. They did this other song. Alien Ant Farm. What's the song I really liked? What's the song I really liked? The Alien Ant Farm. It's on the tip of my tongue. Movies. Alien Ant Farm movies. Yes. Alien Ant Farm movies. I love that song of theirs. Really good song. If cash in hand, it's way less taxes though. If it's cash in hand, it's way less taxes though. I mean, it's way less taxes even when it's not cash in hand, Black Betty. Like, for anyone who doesn't know, ultimately you pay your tax. If it gets to your bank account and you want to spend it, it's going to get taxed, right? But if you run a business, you get yourself a limited company, you get your contracts in, they pay your limited company the money, and then you invoice your own company. You pay yourself because your company and you are two different things. So you hire yourself with your own company. And what you can do is, because you own the business, any money that's in that business is yours anyway. So what you can do is pay yourself just enough. You want to pay your rent, your bills, you want food, you want to go out a few times in the month. You pay yourself just enough and you leave the rest in your business. And what you do with that then is you move that into assets because you don't get taxed on assets. So at the end of the year, you've got a limited company that's earned no money, but you've got assets and you've paid yourself just enough to live on, meaning you only pay the income tax on just enough to live on. And that's how you can sort of, obviously you pull your assets, you transfer your assets into currency and pay yourself a big lump of money, you're gonna have to pay your tax. But, you know, the idea is, well, I thought it was when I started this, is I would only pay income tax on the money that I actually need as income. And I could just keep all the rest in my business, in assets. And then you want some time off. And you think, fuck, who's going to pay fucking holiday pay? Oh, it's my own business. Great. It can't afford it. It's like, not unless I convert assets and then I've got to pay fucking tax on it. It's like, fuck off. Anyway, Mod Malison. I don't see Malison very often. I know Good Noodle is a handful. Is he a handful? I haven't had enough exposure to Good Noodle, to be honest. Like, watch channels, Bodach. Lol, like which channels, Bodach? Sorry, what? Sorry, but I've completely lost my train of thought. What do you mean? I understand. It's all right. Anyway, shit. I'm stuck in this room. Let's crack on. Knowledgeable fisticuffs. Yeah, we'll do some knowledgeable fisticuffs. Then we'll do the AI picks review. And if there's time, and if musical shows up, we'll have a look at some PC options. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute.
Knowledgeable fisticuffs. Tomorrow's news in 2 days from today.
Watching this, you are part of the BKWA. BACWA stands for Bodach's Keyboard Warrior Army, fighting lies, tyranny, and corruption. One meme at a time. Legacy media is dying, my friend. And memes are now the world's #3 news source behind Elon Musk's X and Chuck Norris movies. If this segment isn't illegal, it will be eventually. Welcome to Knowledgeable Fisticuffs, your sword and shield against globalist scum. Anyway, before we get going with tonight's episode, I got a sponsor. These are magic penis pills. Take 2 of these pills a day. Your penis will grow 3 inches larger. Only it will become slimmer. You will lose girth. But what do you value most, girth or length? If it's length, magic penis pills are for you. Use code Bodach for 69% off. Magic penis pills. Totally legit, totally real. Made of all the best ingredients and all that stuff. Anyway.
My question is fairly simple. It is illegal to pay men and women differently because of their sex in Australia, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. How long has that been the case?
I
guess since the 60s. It's the late 60s.
Yeah,
Late 60s, thank you.
I was gonna say.
Is the data you publish on comparing male pay versus female pay on a like-for-like job basis?
No, Senator, it very clearly is not, and it doesn't intend to be.
What's the gender breakdown of your workforce, your agency?
So we're, at the moment, 78% women, 22% men.
Do we have a gender pay gap, which implies that we're paying women less than men for the same job, or do we have a gap in skills and preferences for work?
I mean,
You could, for example, publish airline employees, and majority of pilots are men at the moment. Women are increasing, and a majority of hostesses are female, so it would show a skew towards the men, because pilots are paid more than hostesses.
That's absolutely right. That is the gender pay gap.
That's the point.
Oh, hi there. My name's Aaron Hill, and I'm the guy that researches how many Jews there are in things. You've probably seen some of my work.
I had it on fucking autoplay. It cut out the fucking first video. Basically, the video goes along. This woman's in a position of authority making real decisions with real consequences. And she can't even define a gender pay gap in a common sense way. It's fucking insane. And this is all like in Congress or whatever the Australian version is. These are people living in authority. And they can't even define the gender pay gap. Fucking idiots. Of course it doesn't exist. Anyone who's done any inkling and scratched the surface of research, everyone knows women earn less because they work less. Men on average work over 10 hours more a week. Of course they take home more money. They're working more. Anyway.
Most notably from when Kanye West shared my Jews in the media spreadsheet, or
I'll restart that one. Don't glitch on me now, motherfucker. It's glitching. It's glitching. Jasper. It's glitching.
My question is fairly simple.
It's-
It is illegal to pay men and women differently because of their sex in Australia, isn't it?
Jasper!
Oh, hi there. My name's Aaron Hill, and I'm the guy that researches how many Jews there are in things. You've probably seen some of my work, most notably from when Kanye West shared my Jews in the media spreadsheet, or more recently when the infographic I made, also about Jews in the media, has been going around. You know, some people's hobbies are video games, other people's hobbies are sports, and my hobby is how many Jews there are in things. Speaking of sports, did you know that the NBA has 14 Jewish owners out of 30 teams? That's pretty weird considering they only make up 2% of the population. Just saying. Whenever I find a Jew, I put a Star of David over their photo to indicate that they are Jewish. Think of it like maybe an armband, but a digital one that I put on there to keep track of them. Some people on the internet call me names or say I'm an anti-Semite because I get some things wrong or am purposely misleading, but I'm not an anti-Semite. I just like to know how many Jews there are in things. And sure, there's some mistakes sometimes, but we all make mistakes. Or sometimes I won't have enough Jews to put on the infographic, so I'll embellish a little bit, like the Jews, and I'll do things like put Steve Jobs on there as a Jew, which is obviously not true, or put Bob Iger of Disney on 12 different times with different versions of his name. It doesn't really matter. People believe it because they're fucking idiots. Take Comcast NBC, for example. They have 186,000 employees, and here I counted 100 Jews working there. Concerning. A lot of my former friends and family find it weird how obsessed I am with Jews and how many there are in things. But what I find weird is that 212 Jews have received Nobel Prizes, which makes up 22% of all Nobel Prizes ever given out. Pretty weird considering they only make up 0.2% of the world's population, right? Some people say, what's the big deal that Jews are overrepresented in things? Surely they're underrepresented in other things. Wouldn't it basically make me a communist to want exact representation in all things? But that's not what I want. I just want there to be no Jews in any things. I'm a utopian. Here's another thing I'm working on, the U.S. House of Representatives. There are 25 Jewish members sitting out of 435 possible seats. That makes up 6% of the total, yet again, Jews are only 2% of the U.S. population.
I keep forgetting how long some of these videos go on for. He's like talking about Jews. That's what yeah, I bet he's got a BitChute channel.
That is very fascinating. Also, I wouldn't want you to think that I'm so one-dimensional that my only hobby is counting how many Jews there are in things. I also like to independently investigate inaccuracies in Holocaust statistics. And every day when I go to bed, I pray that I could be relieved of this burden of having to count how many Jews there are in things. If you catch my drift, Iran. What was that? Mother? Dinner time? Mother's calling me for dinner. She made my favorite tonight, boiled potatoes.
He is, yeah. It's I think he's Jewish, taking the piss out of. That's what Jews do, though. They're obsessed with self-deprecation, aren't they? What's up, Chris Gray? How are you? Why is Sniffs up here? He said something. How do you scam legally? I don't know.
The UK City of Culture 2025 is Bradford.
This city in West Yorkshire is to be the new UK City of Culture in 2025.
Bradford is not here to define its identity. Its identity is already solid. It's just here to show the world just how awesome it is, and that's what's coming.
Bradford is the city of joy.
Bradford campaigned hard for the honour. This promo video captured the diversity of the arts and culture scene. And it's a pretty big deal. The people behind it think the title could bring in an extra £700 million to the area and make thousands of jobs.
When I say 20,
There's kids having to walk through that
20,
bullshit.
20. It is our place and it is our time. We are Bradford, baby, till we die.
But the main thing is just like young people being able to see stuff and find out what they like, what they don't like, because they're having opportunity to experience it. And I just think that's been such a long time coming, and it's so important for our development as individuals and as a city.
The United Kingdom wants you to get away from London.
Host cities hold the culture title for a whole year. Bradford now has
There's some
2.5
nice places up
years
north, but
to
Bradford,
get
man.
everything ready.
Absolute fucking shithole of a place. Anyway, Bodach, I need to know all the loopholes. We talk about limited company. I don't really know all the loopholes myself. I just know that when you've got a limited company and you play that game of only paying yourself just enough, you basically control when you pay your tax and the climate you pay tax. So in my circumstance with a limited company, we've got a Labour government who have been fucking hiking tax up, which is fucking stupid. Because that always worked before, right? But anyway, they're raising all the tax, and yeah, why would I now pay myself more? Like, I'll just wait. I'll get by, wait for this government to fuck off, wait for someone to inevitably to come along, probably Tories again, who'll go like, well, look what they're fucking doing. They'll lower the tax. So the money I'm earning now in this high tax environment, I could potentially hold on to and take it out as income in a climate with less income tax. So I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm just paying myself very little, and my business is investing its money in assets which aren't taxable until you sell those assets. So you'll have to pay income on the assets and any gains, but you know, you're paying tax on money that came from nothing anyway. So I don't really care about gains tax, but the tax that pisses me off is the tax from the money I fucking earned it. I fucking earned it. Like, I don't mind all the other tax. Car tax, fine. Fix the fucking potholes though, yeah? I don't mind council tax, but you take the bins, right? I don't mind VAT. You know, that's just, you know, if you're gonna go out there spending, fine. But income tax, there's just something about income tax. It's just, that's buying fucking money. You know what I mean? It's just, hate it. So yeah, that's what I do. I pay myself as little as possible. You do get to take out, and this is UK law as well, Sniff. You're in the US. See, here you're allowed to take a dividend out. So you've got your personal allowance for income tax, where you can earn, I can't remember what it is now, but you can earn up to 12 grand tax free. And then anything after that, you start paying tax. And you can also take a dividend out. So you can take like an extra grand or two out of your business every year. Tax free. Anything else you have to pay income tax on. I don't know if that is a loophole, but in a way, you kind of extend your tax-free allowance by a couple of grand because, you know, some of your income will be a dividend. But yeah, I don't know all the loopholes. I'm not trying to cheat taxes. What I'm doing isn't like a loophole or cheat or anything. It's just taking control. It's just taking control. It's like, no, I don't need to pay more income tax because I pay myself just enough. And it's like, no, my business actually doesn't owe any corporation tax this year because I've taken all the profit and bought I've bought crypto with it, and I've bought fucking index funds with it, and I've put it into ISAs and shit like that. So they're all that's all assets now. So you can get your tax money when I pull it out. Oh, what's that? My business is doing a little downturn. Oh, I haven't made as much profit. Oh, it's funny that. Now I can access all that money and make up for my losses. And oh no, you wanted to tax that, right? Yeah, but it's offsetting losses I've made from last year. Maybe I had an investment year, or I took on a member of staff or something like that, and I took a hit. You see what I'm saying? You can, you know what I mean? You can tuck it away and avoid the tax until you actually need it. And in some circumstances, you can offset losses to then never ever pay tax on it, because you don't pay tax on losses, right? So yeah, there's loads of stuff. But yeah, in terms of loopholes and stuff, I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. I don't know what to do. Don't know what they are. I don't know what trouble you'll get in. I don't know if you can avoid tax. As soon as they audit you and figure it out, you'll pay it. And in America, you've got the security of numbers, right? There's just so fucking many of you. Like in England, like if you're going to be going around dodging tax, there's not that many people here. You know what I mean? It's a little island. Most people are just on the book, so the police can skip past them. It's like, oh, look, who's this Bodach guy? He's got an awfully lavish lifestyle for someone who's only paid 10 grand tax this year. Oh, well, wouldn't you look? It's so easy to notice a tax dodger here. Because it's like, why has that guy got really cool stuff? Is it, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And it's not just the fact that we're a little island. This island is digitized. We are digitized. Like, every fucking corner of this fucking island is digitized. There's no, you literally can't walk out of you can't walk out your front door on a British street without there being something electrical out there recording some sort of data. It's easy. We're like one of the most surveilled countries in the world. Half the traffic lights have cameras on them. Half the fucking doors on every street have these ring door fucking bells. You can't move in this fucking country without submitting data. And yeah, it's harder. If you do too much tax dodging here, they'll just catch you. But in America, I imagine you might be able to do something there. Like jumping across state lines, I don't know. Security and numbers, innit? If all 350 million of you start dodging tax, they can't put you all in prison, right? Anyway. Radistan. A beautiful, colourful English city. Bradford's fucking horrible. I mean, when you go up north, there's some absolutely astonishing and beautiful places to live in England. And they're surrounded by some of the most dramatic landscapes, especially once you head up north. Once you get north and you head into like Scotland, Northern England, the Lake and Peak districts, Brecon Beacons and all that kind of thing, the landscapes are dramatic. The villages are picture perfect. But there's just something about northern cities, man. I don't know what it's like. The migrants come here and it's like, London's a bit shit, innit? Let's head north. It's like every northern city seems to be like majority fucking Islamic now. It's like, it's weird. Like London's a majority migrant and migrants and foreigners, yeah. But the overwhelming largest demographic of people there are British natives, you know? Because when you actually break down all the foreigners, it's like there's like, what 10, 20,000 Filipinos and a million or something from France and some people from Poland. And it's like, when you actually break it all down, like our Islamic population is like 6% or something. We all know what happens when it gets to 10, but yeah, you go up north though. Fuck me. Rotherham, Bradford, Leeds is getting that way. I was in Leeds recently. A lot of foreign languages. You walk around the streets, a lot of foreign languages. You know. Anyway, you all got some sweet looking trash. Oh yeah. The other thing about Britain is British people have got this reputation of being wealthy. We're fucking not. Britain, the country's rich. The country of the Great Britain is rich. The people of Great Britain are piss fucking poor. Obviously, I'd rather be poor here than poor in Africa, but we're fucking poor. You know what I mean? You got countries like Denmark and all that, they're poor. They're poor little tiny countries. But their people are fucking rich. You know what I mean? They earn good salaries, have a fucking amazing lifestyle. Yeah, Switzerland's another example. Like countries with average size economies, but the people live like absolute fucking kings. But Britain is like crazy. We got this country, this tiny little island, 6th largest economy on the planet. What was it now? Up to like $3 trillion or something now? $3 trillion economy. Split up between 60 million people. And somehow, one fifth of British people, 60 million people in a $3 trillion economy, and a fifth of us can't even keep the heating on that winter. That's fucking... We're poor. We're so fucking poor. Yorkshire Ripper got out in time of that bloody shithole, yeah. Like, London's a weird place. It's very clean. It's very clean, very manicured, very well kept. But it's fucking horrible. Damn, no wonder Lloyd the bartender is depressed. Oh, yeah. 16. We need to raise the voting age to 30. Yes. It's mad, isn't it? 16-year-olds. The other thing is, I don't think Labour know what they're doing. I think Labour are like, oh, 16-year-olds are impressionable. Maybe we tell them about socialism and they'll all vote for it. Nah. Good luck with that, Labour, you fucking spastics. 16-year-olds are looking. They're paying attention. Their teachers have just spent the last 11 years of their life trying to convince them that they're a different gender. They're now entering a workplace, or will be soon, that offers them nothing. A housing market they can't afford. With bills they can't afford. With an entertainment industry, well, how much is it for a cinema ticket? 20 fucking quid? That's 3 hours wages, isn't it? Like, fuck off. What's minimum wage? A cinema ticket should never cost more than 1 hour's minimum wage. If minimum wage is a tenner, a cinema ticket should be a $5. Imagine having to work minimum wage for 2 or 3 hours just to afford a cinema ticket. 2 or 3 hours! Just to sit there and watch some shit woke film. Yeah, Labour, man, if they do reduce the voting age to 16, they're in for a fucking surprise. Children fucking rebel. Whatever the status quo is, children just think, fuck that. And they vote opposite. They don't think. Labour will not get what they want, which is 25, 30 years of Labour government. They're going to get a bunch of fucking 16-year-olds voting for nonsense, and it's going to cause chaos. Letting 16-year-old votes is how you end up with Andrew Tate in a position of political power. Who do you think Andrew Tate's running for office? Where do you think his voting base is coming from? What demographic of people are voting for Andrew Tate? Is it all the 30-year-olds who think he's a fucking dickhead? Or is it all of his fucking 16-year-olds who think he's top G? Yeah, good luck with that, Labour, you fucking idiot. 16. Should be 20 fucking 1. Human brains at 21 are still not really developed, but it's kind of like getting there. It's gotta be fucking 21. Gotta be 21. You should be 21 to drive, 21 to drink, 21 to vote, 21 to buy a house. I don't know about you, but when I was 18, I was a fucking idiot. And I don't know about you, but when I meet other 18-year-olds now as an old man, they're fucking idiots. 18. You're an adult now. Well done, 18. It's like, what? I'm just playing my fucking Xbox, mate. I might have a wank later. Yeah, I got work later. I got to go to Tesco's and stack shelves in the evening, and then I got sixth form college. Who to vote for? You see the problem? part of me thinks you shouldn't even be allowed to vote unless you got dependents, you know? Like, you need to have there's too many people voting who don't suffer the consequences. That's one thing that needs to change. Way too many people vote for things that hurt their country in a way that doesn't hurt them. All this mass migration stuff, this is all just middle class liberalism. All these millions of migrants that come, they can't afford to live in their area. They go and live where the poor people live. And then when the poor people are like, what the fuck? We just call them racist. And the only people who vote are the middle class, who then keep voting for more of it because it doesn't affect them. But they get to be virtuous. Oh, look at me. I'm pro-migrant. I'm a good guy. I'm amazing. I voted for that. Yeah. And you fucked over millions of your fucking countrymen who now can't get a fucking job. They can't get a fucking house. They can't get a doctor's appointment, you fucking idiot. You did that. Your little middle class bit's fine. Your little middle class fucking suburb. You got a hospital to your fucking self. You got your own police station. You're looked after and you don't see the consequences. But you're so fucking righteous. Well done, you. So virtuous. Fucking spastics. Yeah, some parts are still nice. Taxing the rich more equals the rich leaving. Exactly. Margaret Thatcher. I fucking hate her. But she said one of the best fucking lines. One of the best political lines in history. Better than anything Churchill ever said. I don't give a fuck. I know Churchill was epic. Like, yeah, we will fight them on the beaches. We will fight them in the streets. I get all that shit. It was fucking great. What a fucking iconic moment. But Margaret Thatcher came out and just simply said, the problem with socialism is you will eventually run out of other people's money to spend. That's it. There's your fucking socialism in a nutshell. Eventually, you will run out of other people's money to spend. And then it collapses. Every single time. Oh yeah. Taxing the rich don't work. Taxes doesn't work full stop. The only thing that works when when things get out of hand and the economy's shit and everything's shit, and the government is bloated, and the only thing that fucking works is for the government to get the fuck out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way. Stop borrowing money and picking winners. We're going to build 1.5 million houses. You don't need to worry about it, government. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Just rezone a whole bunch of land up and down the country for residential construction. Just clear the fucking red tape. It's not your target to meet. It's not your fucking target. Who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of the way and just let the construction companies come in. There's a supply. There's a demand. Let them come in and satisfy. Let them come and satisfy the supply. You know what I mean? Let them create the supply to satisfy the demand. Just get the fuck out the way. Why is it your target? Why is the government saying, we will build 1.5 million? How about fuck off? You see all that land there that we can build on? Go and rezone it. Do your fucking paperwork. Boom. Now get the fuck out the way. The private companies will come in soon enough because when they do and they build the houses, guess what? They've got an abundance of fucking customers. And they'll keep building more and more. Why? Because there's an abundance of fucking customers. Get the fuck out of the way, government. The only answer is to reduce the government. Less government employees, less government investment, less government bullshit. Get the fuck out of the way and let the fucking market go. Let it loose. Let it fucking loose. Get rid of the regulation, get rid of the rules, get rid of the red tape, get rid of the bullshit. Just let the fucking market move. Let people sell stuff without 1,000,001 fucking regulations to satisfy and a tax code that's fucking retarded to figure out. Just get the fuck out of the way and just let people get on with their fucking life. That's how London was built. London wasn't built by a government planner. It was built by private companies trying to seize opportunity. Like, maddening, man. Maddening. Hate this fucking country. The governments, man. Why do you want to be involved all the time? Get the fuck out of the way. We should adopt We should adopt Georgism tax laws. I don't know what Georgism tax laws are, actually. Let's look it up. You always come with the good stuff, Betty, didn't you? You've always got the good stuff. The Georgism tax laws. Georgism, a theory developed by Henry George, advocates for a single tax on the value of land to fund public services, potentially replacing other taxes like income, property taxes, or improvements. Okay. So just a really simple tax code. I don't understand. I just think they should just scrap all the tax and just put it on VAT. Because the thing is about VAT, yeah, it's 25% on everything you buy, but it's not a tax on you. It's not a tax on your or anything. It's a tax on the actual economy. If the economy shrinks, they get less tax. If it grows, they get more tax. Then the focus should just be to keep the economy growing and stable. Just get rid of all of it. Just have value-added tax. Then that way, if you're someone who's humble and frugal and you don't do much and you store and put away your pennies, you're going to get taxed fuck all. But if you're someone who goes out there and consumes the culture, goes whining and dining and shopping and all the other Western consumerist shit, and you engage with it, then you pay tax. The way they do it now is just like they just tax you. It's like, but I don't want to. But I don't want to. I don't want to go. I don't want to. I don't care. They need to have some sort of way where someone can literally just rein in their life. Like when you rein in your spending, you only rein in your spending. What I'm proposing would mean that when you rein in your spending, you would also rein in your tax burden. I think that would work better. Hey, Bodach, how do you feel about India? Where do you even start with India? First of all, it's an overpopulated shithole with thirsty men that can't keep their fucking grubby mitts off women. And they've got one of the most disgusting religions on planet Earth, and the fact that no one ever talks about it is quite fucking weird. Like, people think Islam is bad. Fucking Hinduism, Jesus fucking Christ. Their religion teaches you that certain people are subhuman, and these people just accept this. They just accept this. It's a religiously inherent class system, and you can't get above this or below this. It's not just a class system, it's just straight up elitism. If you're in the top tier, you'll always be in the top tier. Your kids will be in the top tier, and that's it. If you're in the bottom tier, you can't get out of that. You're scum. You're subhuman. You're a useless eater. And any kids you have, no matter how brilliant and amazing they are, they will be looked down on and considered useless and disgusting, useless eaters as well. You're subhuman. And I'm not making this up. This is Hinduism. This is India. Fuck that. Oh, hey, what's up, Cheddar Head? Hi, mate. I'm strongly attracted to your streams and would like to stream with you. Other times, kindly DM'd on Discord. Fair enough, our graphics. Mr. Bodach. What's up, Mr. Cheddarhead? And taking their business with them. Yes, they do. Exactly. Dubai tax-free. I've heard such good things about Dubai. Your income is your income. You get to keep it all. And they do what I suggested. They just tax the economy. That's what is so hard. Tax the economy. Stop taxing the fucking people. You engage with the economy, you're going to get taxed. You disengage and live a more humble life, then you don't pay as much tax. That's Dubai, in a way. The IRS catches up to you very quickly over here as well, does it? It's because everything's electronic now. I'm starting to wonder if the plot of Johnny English, where they turn England into a prison camp, is prophetic. Well, Hollywood is full of relentless amounts of predictive programming, right? Like, if you go and look at the pandemic, and then in the decade leading up to the pandemic, just how many films came out about outbreaks and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? They're always sneaking in this predictive programming. So you guys lost to the Ottomans again. What do you mean, Tom Raid? I walk through Bristol city centre and I can't understand anyone. Yeah, Antec, I'm the same. Town where I live. The problem is I live in a really, really affluent area. And the town where I live just so happens to be one of the more affordable places in the area. So obviously foreigners drawn to Cambridge come to towns like mine. And it's like, Jesus Christ. I walk on my high street now and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why is everything labelled halal? Everything's fucking labelled. There's 4 fucking halal shops. There's 4 of them now. And we've got about 7 Turkish barbers. We've got about 5 sweet shops. I'm like, what the fuck? There's only like 10,000 people live here. And they're always empty. Yeah, my town slowly becoming a fucking hub for fucking crime. At least it's the organised crime. It's not like the petty crime. Petty crime's the one that really fucking fucks it up, innit? When you got these little fucking hooligans mugging people and shit. We ain't got any of that. Not yet, anyway. It's just the organised shit. You know, ignore it and you stay safe. You know what I mean? But, yeah, fuck me. There's loads of organised crime in my town. All Asians. Well, say Asians. It's all Muslims. And yeah, man. The school round here don't like the girls walking home alone. They sent out letters. Luxembourg, dope quality of life. Tiny place though. Switzerland's a sweet spot, innit? I don't know how Switzerland do it. Yeah. Tough times. I had to go food banks end of last year. Humiliating. I fucking work. Yeah, brutally, man. Fucking hell. Last year, I fucking hit a rock. I hit a rocky patch. I had to borrow money off people, and I was like, what the fuck? What can I do? I can't do more. I'm working. I'm cutting back. I'm not spending. You know what I mean? Everyone's a socialist until they get a career. Exactly. I'm an anti-Muslim. Got the last part right. I'm not anti-Muslim per se. I'm just pro-Muslims staying where they come from. You know what I mean? Like, because the thing is about because like that Windrush generation, right? I felt bad for them. Right? Because they've assimilated and they've adopted British values and they've got British accents and British voices and they raised their kids here who are now British and they're paying their tax and earning their way. And the Windrush generation were massive net contributors to the economy. They didn't just come here and claim benefits for decades. Really good part of our fucking society, the Windrush generation. You know what I mean? But when the Muslims come here, they don't assimilate. They just don't. They congregate in the same fucking towns, eventually taking over it. And then all the fucking halal shops take over. And then you end up with these little pockets of fucking Sharia land inside Western countries. If you're going to come to my country and do that, do you know what? Fuck off. Go back to your own country. Why are you trying to create a little pocket of that culture here when it's like fucking 50 countries out there doing it? And you don't live with a bunch of natives that think you're a cunt. You know what I mean? Go fuck off. Go live in the Emirates. Go live in fucking Kuwait. Go live in fucking Qatar. You know what I mean? Or maybe wait a little while. I'm sure Iraq will get good at some point. I'm sure at some point it will settle down. But there's so many countries. Why do you come here? Surely you come here because of the way of life. So why aren't you adopting the way of fucking life? You fucking inbred dickheads. You fucking inbred morons. Come here and adopt the values and the cultures. Or fuck off somewhere that has your values and your culture. Honest to God. I'm not anti-Muslim. I'm just anti... Stay where the fuck you're from. If you're going to go and live somewhere else, you're going to adopt the fucking culture. If they speak a different language, you're going to fucking learn it. And if there's different rules that you're used to on human rights and laws and respect for women then you fucking adopt it. Or you fuck off. You fuck off to the country that agrees with your values. That's what I'm anti-migration. I'm not anti-Muslim. I don't like Muslim. I think the religion's disgusting. I think it's healthy to be cautious of Islam. But yeah, I don't give a fuck about fucking Muslims 1,000 miles away. That's where they're from. Because of I've gone to Muslim holidays. I've gone to Muslim countries on holiday. It was lovely. It's funny how nice they are when they're living in the place they're from. For some reason, the ones we get, they're not the best. You go to motherfucking Muslim countries, they're just nice to you. You see a white face, like Turkey, for example. Go to Turkey. They treat you well there. Anyway, no, but you're not white though. You are coloured, Antec. There's nothing wrong with being coloured. That's impossible, Tom Rain. Blue eyes. Master racist. Hitler would have saw it. Bryce Mitchell would love you, Antec. Yeah, I've seen blacks with coloured eyes. You ain't special, Antec. Oh man, Tom Raid's in here with the trolling. Mine are genetic. They are called contact lenses. Commie Tommy. Yes. Nah, it's maddening, man. It's maddening. But anyway, I can't remember how long these fucking beats go for now. Nah, it does get to me. I get triggered thinking about the state of this country. It's upsetting. Especially when you're a 90s kid as well. God damn, it was good in the 90s. Culture, identity, patriotism, pride. Not the gay pride. The actual pride, when you're actually happy and proud of the place you're from. Do you remember the 90s when British people were actually proud? Fucking hell. Sent the Spice Girls out there. And the rest of the world were like, yep, we definitely want to sleep with those girls. Can't sing for shit, but they sure were cute. We sent the Beatles around. Stone Roses. We had it good in the 90s. And then it all just went. As soon as they opened the floodgates to mass migration, that was it. Game fucking over. But never mind. Never mind. What can you do? His musical's not shown up. Oh, of course, yeah. Because he's avoiding the result. Oh, fuck. Of course, because he can't watch the UFC for a few days, so he literally has to avoid. He has to avoid everyone. Yeah, but he's getting some quality time with his boy in here as well, so. Wait, when do you say? I'll leave out I'll wait until he's actually around again. And then I'll do his laptopy shit. I think he's got money to spend. I'm going to do a few options. The thing is about if he is lurking around though, he has actually got plenty of money to buy a really, really nice second-hand MacBook. Like, the thing is about Macs is they hold up so well. They just do. I've got an M1 MacBook, and I feel absolutely no need to upgrade it. It's 4 years old, yet I don't even think about it. I turn it on, it boots up quick, it runs everything well, doesn't skip a beat. You know what I mean? And you can pick these up secondhand for like 600-700 quid. So the money that he's got, he can definitely get a very, very, very potent MacBook. Or he might build a PC. I'm going to try and convince him to build a PC, but I think once Musical sees what kind of refurbished laptops he'll actually be able to get, he'll probably, I suspect, go that route because it's just too easy for him. He's familiar with my Mac. He's familiar with Macs. He likes Macs. He's already got a Mac. He's got an iPhone. And if he finds out that he can actually just get... So I think the money he's got, he should be able to get a MacBook Pro M3 Or if he wants to get extra hard drive and RAM, he can probably get the M2. But like I said, the 4-year-old M1, my God, what a fucking beast of a chip that was. Apple saw a tiny dip in their laptop sales and pulled out the M1. And you can tell it was a panic launch because they've inadvertently launched this little M1 chip, which 4 or 5 years later, it's just not worth upgrading. If you've got an M1, you don't need to worry about it. You're going to get another 3 or 4 years out of your Mac. Stop acting like the British didn't screw themselves over. Of course we screwed ourselves over. I'll stop bullying you Brits when you take back John Oliver. Fuck off, Tom Raid. You can fucking keep him. You can keep Trevor Noah as well. I know he's South African, but for some fucking reason, when he's not in America, he's here. You can keep John Oliver. You can keep Harry Styles. You can keep James Corden. You can keep Millie Bobby Brown. Who are these other dickheads? You can keep Prince Harry. Fuck Meghan Markle. Fuck that woman. Fuck that fucking narcissistic, arrogant, stuck-up, talentless, ugly fucking bitch. Fuck off Meghan Markle. I'm not even a royalist. I don't give a fuck if they abolish them. But fucking hell. Meghan Markle. Get fucked. You call that bullying, Tom? Pretty pathetic attempt, honestly. Well, don't encourage him, Antec. Yeah, fuck Meghan Markle, man. I don't know why she popped into bed. Who else can America keep? I don't even know who we've got. What other annoying American celebrities are in America? British celebrities are in America. I'm so out of touch with celebrity culture, and that's a good thing. Actually, I can't really think of anyone. Oh, you can keep Simon Cowell. Fuck that guy. Weird plastic face. You can keep him. You can keep Naomi Campbell and Kate Moss. Actually, I think Kate Moss is in London, isn't she? Who else can you keep? Who else can you keep? You can keep Milo Yiannopoulos. Keep that fucking dickhead away. You can keep him. You can keep Andrew Tate. Like, you can keep all these fucking idiots. I'm a British fucking idiot. So if Tommy Robinson moves to America, you can keep him. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Just rambling. Some chit chat. Russell Brand. No, we got Russell Brand. This Russell Brand. Fucking hell. I wish he would just focus on the current events stuff. He doesn't even do that well anymore. He used to go on when he switched from being the fucking whatever cowboy fucking bebop fucking nonsense, whatever that style is, fucking Jack Sparrow wannabe, weird Lafaro, whatever it is he was going for. When he gave that up and decided to start speaking truth to power and all that, even though he doesn't ever fucking speak up against Israel, he did it really well for a while. He always came armed with the fucking facts. He was always citing reputable sources, and he was always pointing out really good things. Now it's like, I can't listen to him anymore. He converted to Christianity. He's always this, oh, Jesus. It's like, oh. Just speak truth to power. You were good at that. Now you're doing all this new age bollocks, and you're trying to interview people. It's like, he's not that good at it. He's not a conversationalist, like a Lex Freeman or a Joe Rogan, obviously, and things like that. So now the one thing I used to like what he did, the one thing of his I liked, he doesn't even do it anymore. Just does all the shit I don't like. Like grifting, like, fuck off. Born again Christians. Jesus Christ. There's other ways. There's other ways to come to terms with your guilt and mistakes, you know what I mean? than pretending that you suddenly now believe in God after 40 years of atheism. Come on. Come on. It's like, we get it. You made some mistakes and now you're getting old and you're realizing, fuck, I can't undo any of that. I'll be a Christian again. God will forgive me, therefore I'm a good person again. No, it doesn't work like that. If you've got victims, go take your Bible to them, see how they're, oh, he's a Christian now, I'll forgive him. No, doesn't work like that, Russell. Doesn't work like that. You as a degenerate fuck, you can't just pretend to be a born-again Christian and be all virtuous. You're a fucking grifter. Just speak truth to power, you fucking muppet. You were doing well with that. And they're all anti-gun too. It's the most annoying thing ever. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate that. America's security and prosperity. The Second Amendment just can't be understated enough. People just think it's like guns. Oh, you're going to have guns in debate. No. 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 Do you know why China will never invade America? Because half your fucking country shoots back. Like, they're not just looking for green men to shoot and have a war with. It's like, oh, fucking hell. What's this hillbilly coming up at us in a fucking Hummer? With fucking AKs. They've got better weapons. Your fucking hillbillies, American hillbillies, are better armed than Chinese soldiers. You know what I mean? Why did Hitler take France so easily? Because they disarmed them. They got disarmed after the French Revolution. Nah, man, fuck that. I know if you allow guns, horrible things are going to happen. Sure. And I know lots of people in America are wrongfully or tragically shot. Sure. All true. But the one thing they will never fucking say in the media in America is how many lives are saved by your Second Amendment. How many women are saved from life-threatening situations because they had the ability to pull out a fucking gun. It doesn't matter how much bigger and stronger men are when the woman is holding a fucking gun. It's an equalizer. The Second Amendment is what actually makes each American fucking equal, because you can all shoot back. Like, it's fucking so annoying. At the end of the day, the statistics prove that your Second Amendment saves way, way, way more many lives than it takes. In any country that allows guns. Obviously, you can't just let people buy them. You have to background check and shit, of course, but that's what every country gets. And there's countries around the world that allow guns. Their schools aren't getting shut up. Their schools aren't getting shut up. They're gang members and shit. There's countries like, so here's what I'm saying. There's countries that allow guns that don't have a problem with school shootings and all that kind of shit. And there's countries that have banned the guns and still have gangs roaming around fighting each other in gun battles. Like London. See, the citizens don't have guns, but the fucking criminals still have them. And the criminals still have gunfights in the streets. Only now if you get caught in the middle of it, you can't fight back. Can't protect yourself. So maybe America doesn't have a fucking gun problem. Maybe you've got a mental health problem. And maybe if you address the mental health problem, Adderall riddled ADHD autistic fucking kids aren't going to be shooting up your schools anymore. Anyway. Why are so many normie Brits anti-gun? Because they're fucking stupid, Tom Raid. They're fucking stupid. And they're indoctrinated and they're propagandized. What you need to understand is they believe this shit. Like I just said, no one, whenever you hear the gun debate in America, no one ever fucking says, how many lives are saved? How many lives do guns save? That's way more than the ones taken, isn't it? Not just a bit more. Way fucking more. Like, way fucking more lives are saved than taken. So the British, they're not exposed to arguments like that. And when they talk about carbon neutral shit, it's like, well, actually, scientists understand now that more carbon's actually really good for the planet. But it's actually really good for the planet now. It's like, actually, what happens when there is more carbons? The planet gets greener and the food grows more, meaning human beings get to eat easier. Seems to me like a little bit more carbon in the atmosphere is a good thing. But no one brings it up. No one ever brings that bit up. And if you don't get the information, how are you supposed to form an opinion? An informed opinion. That's why British normies are so anti-gun. Because they simply don't have the information. They don't have the stats and the facts and that shit. They just look at America and they see a fucking school shooting and go, anti-gun. I'm like, well, actually, that's got fuck all to do with guns. It's probably because the kid who shot the school up is on 15 different fucking antidepressants and he's on his ADHD medication. He's on some anti-anxiety shit for his autism. He's drugged up to his fucking eyeballs and he has no fucking empathy. He can't think straight and he's getting bullied. And his dad has a gun and he's a little bit lax with his fucking gun safety. That kid's gonna shoot up a fucking school. It's not because of the gun. It's because of the fucking kid and his mental health. Address the fucking problem, America. Address the fucking problem. No other place on planet Earth medicates their kids the way you do. And you wonder why your fucking kids are fucking mental shooting schools up. Stop fucking medicating them. You've got kids on antidepressants, for fuck's sake. The rest of the world is like, yeah, that's not good. That's not right. We need to maybe counsel them, just help them. Like, yeah, America, man. It's like America. There's like, you just don't want to acknowledge your mental health problem. It's like, what's wrong with you, America? What's wrong with you? Like, your kids are Adderall. Your kids have got no empathy. What's that drug? What is the one? Is it Adderall? What's the ADHD medication that basically just, you've got millions of kids in America taking this medication or just walking around full of testosterone and anger, and they've got this drug that basically nullifies their empathy. It nullifies their fucking empathy. Stop medicating your fucking kids. And you'll probably, if America stopped medicating its fucking kids and stop feeding them so much fucking sugar and chemicals in their food, I bet you the school shootings would stop. Because in Canada, they've got gun rights. They're not shooting up schools every second Thursday. There's countries all around the world that have gun rights and they're not shooting up their schools. So what's the difference? It's the over-medicated kids. Sort your shit out, America. America cannot be invaded. It can't be. Can't be. You've not only got the biggest military, you've got an armed population. It's like, and it's fucking huge. Because that's what makes, because Russia hasn't got the massive population. I mean, it's got a massive population, but not as big as America or China's. The thing that makes Russia impossible to invade is because they never run out of land to retreat into. So you might push into Russia, take Moscow and everything, but they can just keep retreating and retreating and retreating, and they can trust that they have enough country to retreat back into that will stretch your supply lines enough where you have to stop. Then they regroup, and then they swarm you. That's how they beat the Nazis. That's how they beat Napoleon. That's how they beat everyone. They just retreat and retreat and retreat because they've got this landmass. And then when you can't push much further because of your logistics, they just regroup and come on you like a fucking swarm of ants. America, they've got that. They've got that, what Russia has. Massive amounts of lands and mountains and stuff you can just relentlessly keep retreating back into to regroup and then come and fight back. But you're all fucking armed. You're all armed. It's mad. America can't be invaded, man. Way too dangerous a country. Uh-oh, I think I'm gonna hurl. Not feeling so good, Noodle. Oh, man. That's a shame. Do you think there will ever be a pro-gun movement in England? I mean, after all, Switzerland, I go, no. No. Impossible. The only way you're going to get guns is after revolution. It's the only way America got your... It's the only way you got your guns. You went for a civil war, and what was this settlement? How did you find peace after your civil war? What was one of the conditions? Gun rights. Right? Nah. Once the guns are gone. Once the guns are gone, the only way to get them back is through revolution, and Britain... It's just too safe and comfortable. At the end of the day, it's just too safe and comfortable. There is gun violence here, but at the end of the day, it's like 60 million people, small island. I don't even know what the UK murder rate is. I know it's fucking one of the lowest. Tell you what, I took a drink earlier, and my fucking brain is just, it's just working. God damn, get your electrolytes in, people. The homicide rate in England and Wales remains very low, with 9.9 homicides per million. Wow! Look at that! That's fewer than 60 people a year are murdered in Britain. USA murder. What's the USA murder rate per million? Yeah, see, here's the thing. That's surprising. Oh, no, so I'm being a spastic. Okay, so Britain has a homicide rate of 9.9 per million. The United States has a homicide rate of 7.5 per 100,000. So your murder rate's about 10 times more than ours. It is 10 times more than ours. Per capita. That's got nothing to do with fucking guns. That's mental health. Gun crime in the United States is broken down into street-level violence committed with illegal firearms and mass shootings, which are actually most often committed with illegally purchased firearms. Oh, yeah. And the definition of a mass shooting is when there's, 4 or more victims? Definition of a mass shooting. Nope, that's not the one. Okay. A mass shooting is typically defined as an event where one or more hang on, let me read this. A mass shooting is typically defined as an event where one or more individuals use a firearm to kill or injure multiple people. Well, I know that's multiple. There's no universally agreed upon definition. Okay. There's no agreed upon definition legally. So I think a mass shooting is 3 or more. 3 or more. I don't know what other people would consider a mass shooting, but I think 3 or more. A lot of rainbow people doing the school poo-poos recently. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The thing is, when a black kid does it, no news coverage. When an immigrant does it, no news coverage. You know what I mean? When a wokey does it, no news coverage. When a white kid does it, holy fucking shit! White supremacy! Oh my god! Get rid of the white people! They're shooting schools! I just farted! And I think there's residue, not sure. Go and wipe your ass, man. Go wipe that back. Go fucking wipe that ass. Sit down, though. Sit down on the toilet. Just give it a minute. See if something happens. I saw some fucking thing the other day. Apparently, right? The way humans are supposed to shit. Thanks for bringing this up, Good Noodle, the fake one. Apparently, like when we sit on a toilet with our sort of knees at a right angle, that's actually really bad for us because there's some bone there which your intestines, when you shit, have to push the poo around, which causes a bit of strain and pressure. Now, it's not that big a deal, but apparently you're supposed to squat right down. Do you know how when you sit on your ankles and you just squat right down? Right, so you're basically sat on your own ankle. You're supposed to squat down like that and pee. And that's when your colon and your anus, that's when it sort of aligns properly. So your defecation can just come out, you know, it can just slide out. You know, smoother than Vinny the Guinea and his child support payments. You can just slide out of it. The shit just zoom, just comes in. Like, the more you know, right? But yeah, apparently, right, what you should do is not ditch your toilet and start squatting in the garden. You should you get a stool. Get a stool, a little short stool, put it in front of your toilet, and when you're on the toilet doing that, put your feet on the stool to lift your knees up to align your anus and colon better. And apparently, you reduce a lot of stress. The more you know. You come here for nonsense. You learn how to shit properly. You need to raise your knees up. Your knees need to be like higher than your belly button when you're taking a shit. It's for your own health. And his parents are on different medications. And we don't test what does to the fetus. Just saying, oh yeah. Absolutely, yeah. These fucking drugs, I mean... Yeah, man, women are pregnant, man. They gotta be so fucking careful with that fetus. Like, but I remember in the 90s, there's some fucking a bunch of retarded kids. Not retarded. You know that you get these kids. Their IQ score's high enough to be considered a functioning human, but it's so low they're like borderline retarded. When you look at those kids, they've always got like smokers as parents who didn't stop for pregnancies and shit, ain't they? Or they drank, or something about their parents is off, innit? You never meet that kid and then go meet their parents and it's like a doctor and an engineer and they're like, oh hi, how are you? You come to see Brian, you're going to play out. Like, you always meet the parents, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it now. I understand why your son is such a fucking retard. It's because of you, innit? You know what I mean? You very, very rarely get two intelligent parents with like a genuinely retarded kid. You know, you pass on what you are. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right? You want the good ones breeding, but unfortunately the good ones have 1 or 0 kids while the bad ones have 10. I would feel better if my woman stopped beating me. So would I, Good Noodle. The fake Good Noodle, anyway. Anyway, that was Knowledgeable Fisticuffs! Ooh, Jasper, it tingles. Okay, it's time to get serious. It's time to get serious, guys. Wasn't a good week. What's it doing? Here we go. Don't glitch on me now. We're doing well. We're doing well. Don't glitch on me now, Jasper. Come on, man. We're an hour and 23 minutes in. There hasn't been much yet. Come on. Right. It's been a good week for Gilly. Wanker. It's been a good week for Gilly. My picks did well, just not well enough. Don't they also count suicide by gun as gun violence deaths too? Wouldn't surprise me if they didn't. Helps juice up the stats for the propaganda, doesn't it? To be fair, we have an entire state that makes up for like 80% of that violence, Illinois. Oh yeah, I've heard about Chicago. I thought, where is the worst of it though? You got Chicago. Is New York still like really violent with gun crime? And what about LA? What about LA? Slav squat poo. Yes, exactly. Anyway, AI picks. Let's go over it. Let's go over it. So we did well. There's a difference between doing badly and failing the challenge. So anything above 60%, I consider keeping up with the good ones. You know the ones we're talking about. Fine, I'll say it. The Gillianos and the Good Noodles and the other people who seem to be really fucking good at picking. You know what I mean? If you go on Tapology and you look at the people that are really consistently good at picking, their accuracy ranges between 60 and 65%. So if I hit that, for me, I take that as a signal that I'm keeping pace. But the challenge, of course, is to hit 10 weeks in a row, 70% accuracy, and we will get there. And this week was brilliant because a few weeks ago, I did really badly. I did 8 out of 13. And for the life of me, because what I do after the event as well is I go and get the data because it's all new. I then run the thing again. So when it's got that new data and it literally knows who won, can you then predict? It doesn't just go by the fact that it knows. It analyzes things. So now that I've actually got that data, I know who wins. I can then just fine tweak it until it gives me that result, right? So if I had that data, it would have then predicted it right, and then therefore we try and build up some accuracy. So that the last time I only got 8 out of 13. For the life of me, couldn't work it out. It was just a wild card with a lot of fucking upsets and unexpected results, and there's nothing you can do about it. But on this one, other than fucking Miller, I've updated data, run the models again, and after the adjustments, it's now getting me 12 out of 13. For the life of me, I do not know why my AI models insist on Miller winning that. I now know he was never going to win that. It was fucking ridiculous to even pick him. It's stupid as fucking Mick. But the AI, knowing he loses with fresh data, is still like, yeah, I got Miller for that one. It's like, fuck off. So yeah, don't know what that's about. It's an anomaly, but we're going to move on. I don't need it. So yeah, good week in terms of being able to analyze what went wrong and make the adjustments. So next week we'll try again. But yeah, I had Lopez to win. Nearly did. And look at that. Look at that. I predicted Lopez to win, knockout in round 2. And what was he close to doing in round 2? Knocking him out. But he didn't, and Volkanovski dominated him for the rest of the fight and then won. Pimlet decision. I was going to be honest, when it came to this fight, I was quite surprised when I actually saw them, and I saw how well Paddy actually handled him. I think Paddy is quite clearly a lot stronger than he looks. And I think, because, you know, he's a stocky motherfucker, isn't he? He was a stocky motherfucker. I just assumed Paddy was going to fucking struggle. You know, Chandler's like a fucking machine. Like, he's just muscle. So my feelings for the fight is Paddy Pimblett would be too good on his feet to get knocked out by Chandler. And Chandler would just be too strong to get subbed by Pimblett. But as it stands, we now know that Paddy Pimblett is actually a lot stronger than he looks. And he handled Chandler. I just did not see him handling Chandler that way. I saw this fight staying on the feet with a bit of clinching. Paddy just fucking... when he went for that first takedown, Chandler, Paddy must have been like, what the fuck does he think he's doing? What the fuck does he think he's doing? Did he not learn his lesson against Oliveira? It's like, you know what I mean? He's got that fucking... Because the thing about Paddy, he's got that ultra flexible jiu-jitsu. He's got that voodoo jiu-jitsu. Like, he's able to sort of bend his legs that little bit more than most people. Like, the speed at which he wraps his legs around, like, to get the hooks and stuff in. Paddy is... I didn't really have much faith in Paddy. I thought he was just destined to be a journeyman and he'd pick up losses eventually. But after that fight, I'd love to see him against a top 5 fighter now. It has to be top 5 next time. But yeah, anyway, next fight, what we got? Sorry, what we got? We got Rodriguez. Decision. Got it spot on. Silva. So obviously, I had Silva winning. Hang on. No, I got Silva winning. Yeah, I had him winning a knockout in round 2. Shit, how did he actually fight? Fuck off. I should fucking remember this. Literally watched it this morning. Back off, come on. All right. Oh yeah, he got subbed. Okay. Yeah, so I had this pick, pretty good decision. I had it round 2 KO, but it was a round 2 sub. Yaya Rodriguez versus Patricio Pitbull. I had Rodriguez winning this by decision. Spot on. Then we got Nikita Kroylov and Dominic Reyes. I picked Dominic Reyes. That was actually an unpopular pick. I had a few messages. AI picking Elkins is worse than Miller pick. Yeah, but with the new data, it doesn't pick Elkins again. That's what I mean. With hindsight, I can tune it. And it doesn't pick Elkins again. But it does pick Miller. I don't know why. For some reason, the AI is like, yeah, Miller's got this. I'm like, yeah, but he's fucking shit and he lost already. Yeah, but Miller's got this. I don't know what's going on. But anyway. Yeah. I had Reyes to win this. But to me, I know there was some talk about Reyes being back, and that I disagree. Dominic Reyes to me is a journeyman. He'll win some, lose some, and then retire. Danny Gay, Sean Woodson. I had Woodson winning by decision, and he did fucking win. He did fucking win, you fucking... Anyway, didn't go my way. We get into names now. Other than that, I just don't know enough. Too casual. Too casual to analyze it for you. Plus, I have to admit, I didn't actually watch the undercard this week because I was away. I had company. So I had to... I only watched the main card. So after... Oh, no, I did watch some of the card because I did watch Chase Hooper. Because I had to watch the Chase Hooper fight just because. Oh my god! I put the Miller pick in. I had DMs in Discord. I had comments on I had a couple of comments on my post on YouTube. I had WhatsApp messages. There was like 7 or 8 of you saying, "What the fuck you picking Miller?" They thought I was mental, so I had to watch it. Yeah. So I didn't watch. I didn't watch the Elkins fight, and I didn't watch the rest of the undercard. But yeah. I had a look at the data, had a look at the things, and with the new data, hang on, where's my fucking considerations? I should just explain it to you, then you know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, I was showing, which one was it? It was, oh yeah. So I got consideration 10. Compare how many times each fighter has been knocked out and how recent their KOs were, favoring the more durable chin. And that is why my AI picked Volkanovski. And when I reduced the authority placed on that metric, it then switched to Volkanovski winning. Oh, and yeah, consideration 7, evaluate classic style clashes, striker versus grappler, and historical outcomes of similar matchups, etc. I reduced the authority on that one, and that changed the Elkins, Miller, and the Woodson prediction for some reason. Even though 2 of them were decisions, but for some reason, yeah, just it was expecting the styles, I guess, to be more of an impact, and it wasn't. So when we reduced the authority on that, we then end up with 12 out of 13 picks. Obviously, each fight card's unique. Each week has nuances and things, and it's unpredictable as fuck because it's a fight game. All I can do is readjust and try again, which I have. So we'll try again next week. Now we get to the good bit. Ninja choke for silver. Oh, yes. So yeah, we'll try again next week. All we can do. So yeah, 8 out of 13 picks, which is a 61.53% accuracy. As long as it's above 60, I feel like I'm all right. If we fall below 60 for 2 weeks running, I'll start panicking. So yeah, 0 weeks. 0 weeks at 70% plus. Target is obviously 10 straight weeks. Oh, and the Gilly Bet. The Gilly Bet. The Gilly Bet. Most correct picks. Most correct UFC picks over 10 weeks. I did take the lead last week. A commanding lead. 3-1. After 1-1 drawn week 1. But after week 3, and I've realised I didn't update the fucking visual to say week 3. Ignore week 2, it's week 3. I forgot to update the fucking score. The total score's 6-6. It's 6-6, alright? Fucking hell, I forgot to update the fucking fucking week 2 fucking. Gilly caught up, all right? It's 6-6. It's week 3, 7 weeks to go, and it's 6-6. Wicked. Anyway, if you're a supporter of my AI picks, you like what I'm doing, you like what I'm going for, you can expect my next picks on Tuesday, and we'll leave it there. Perfect. Yeah. Join me on Tuesday for more AI picks. Ooh. Tingle. Hello. Welcome to my bunker. As you know, this is a wicked little bunker. I don't know how or why, but whoever built the castle built the bunker. And Jasper tells me after some extensive testings, you can't actually scan this room. The government are completely sealed out. It's a place where there's no signal. It's magic. It's my magic bunker, and I come down here to do my conspiracy. My conspiracy research. Anyway, I'm going to bed soon. Going to fucking bed soon. Shit, let me get this. Let me finish fucking. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, the AI picks will be coming on Tuesday. I'm going to fucking make them so good. They're going to get more accurate. The problem with the AI picks as well is that it's the nuance. There's too many nuances. It gets quite hard. Oh, it's a week off. Of course it is. All right, next pick's a week on Tuesday. Of course it's a week off. I'll do my picks for WrestleMania. Fucking WrestleMania. I like wrestling. I do like it. It's silly. I don't understand why people hate it though. Because when I find out that, I don't find many people have like a neutral response when they find out you like a bit of WWE. It's either like, yeah, me too, or why'd you watch that shit? I'm like, because it's fun. It's fun. For some reason, people need it to be like a real fight to enjoy it. It's like, do you feel that way when you watch films? When James Bond comes to, you know it's not real, right? It's drama. It's a story. Nah, I do like a bit of wrestling. I'm not going to make content about it though, because as I said, it's like, being a content creator for WWE is no different from being like a fan channel for like Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? It's not a real sport. It's just a show. It's a soap opera. It's a great soap opera. But yeah, it's week off. Yes, I know. What do you wear when you go to bed? I sleep in the nude mature. Currently, are you wearing a turtleneck underneath that blazer? Yes. Turtleneck, jumper, and a blazer. You just made a great point for liking WWE. I know. The thing is, right, if you go and say, oh, what do you think of the Lord of the Rings films? And they're not a fan. They're like, okay, well, I just don't like the genre. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. You don't like goblins and orcs and eternal war? Fine. Right? Not everybody's into high fantasy fiction. But they just politely say, nah, not my thing. But when you do WWE, there's always that in there. There's always that, well, you like that? You like that? It's like, yeah. I also like football, Game of Thrones, TV shows. I like the show Severance. Severance is great. That second season ended fucking stupidly mine, but it's a great fucking show. I like it. Daredevil, Born Again, is nowhere near as bad as the pop culture community are making it out to be, which is frustrating because it seems like the critical drinker has stopped being a professional critic and has slowly become a professional hater, which does my head in. Not everything has to be a fucking masterpiece. Sometimes something can just be a decent show, critical drinker, nerdrotic and all you lot. I know it's fashionable to just hate everything, but yeah, been enjoying Daredevil Born Again. And people are like, nah, I don't really like superheroes. And they don't judge you for it. But you say you like WWE and they're like, oh my God, what the fuck is this retard doing? Who is this fucking... oh my God, mate, you tell your girlfriend, she's like, oh my God, what the fuck am I dating? She'll go to work. He likes watching men with masks and shit on pretend to fight. He gets your stigma. It's like, yeah. When they find out you like Marvel films, they don't go, oh God, I found out that he likes going to the cinema to watch superhero beat up supervillains. That doesn't happen. It's like WWE. It's like people really don't like it. It's like, why? It's cool. No, it's not cool, but I'm not going to go that far. I'm just saying it's fun. It's junk TV for the dedicated non-thinker. And if you just want a few hours of escapism to switch off your fucking thoughts and to just not think for a bit, love a bit of WWE. Stop trying to seduce Bodach. You can't seduce me. I find your species disgusting. You've got fucking nose holes. You've got fucking 2 extra holes in your face to breathe through. It's fucking gross. That weird species. You breathe through 3 different holes in your face. God damn it. Wouldn't go anywhere near one of you fucking humans. You disgust me. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I want to go to bed. It's like, actually, oh man, that Frankie conversation earlier. What the fuck? It was so unhinged. Me and Gilly were like trying to have a little chit chat, and then Noodle would interrupt, and then Noodle and Frankie would be talking, and Gilly would interrupt, and then Gilly and Noodle and Harder would interrupt. There was like no, it was just no structure to it. So I've watched some of Frankie's previous ones, and they're kind of all right. Like you watch these, I mean, it was a lot of fun. But you watch like when he brings on like some of the other guests, they all have like a really formal chat about MMA, and then there was just us 4 talking about fucking bums and stuff. No, that was good. I'd love to go back on. That was a funny stream. That was a fun stream. They have no video chat decorum. Yeah, they have no video chat decorum. I know. Yeah, it is difficult, especially because I found that on my quizzes. Like, what happens on my quiz? I've found if I've got 4 guests, what happens is it gets very quiet, or it gets too noisy. It's hard to actually like follow it. Yeah. I found that in the quiz. I think like when you like I don't look at that like a problem. I look at it like it's a lesson I have to learn. If I'm gonna do a quiz and I'm gonna bring on 4 guests, I need to do a better job of directing the conversation on my own show and making sure I include everyone. You know, these are just basic interview techniques that I haven't learnt yet. I'll develop them with the likes of Gilly as my guinea pig and the likes of Frankie and musical. But yeah, yeah, that was good. It was a fun stream. I liked it. It was goated. It was. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do anyway. Oh, sorry, I forgot as well. Fucking silk pajamas. Silk fucking pajamas, man. I'm so sorry, mate. Oops, we're going wrong. What's happening? What's going on? Yeah, sorry, I completely forgot to fucking put my pics in. I completely forgot to put my pics in. Absolutely and completely forgot. I'm so sorry, JPL, if you're out there. I don't know what happened. I got to it, and I went to look at all the results this morning to see how I'd done. And I learned to look at Silk Pajamas. I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't put pics in Silk Pajamas. So I lost the whole fucking week. The season's 5 weeks. If you lose a week, I got no chance of fucking catching up now. No fucking chance. Anyway. Let me see. Ow, fuck off. Come on. Right, boom, boom, boom. Nice. Right. 20 past midnight. I'm going to call it a night. There won't be any UFC picks on Tuesday. It'll be the Tuesday after. Anyway, everyone who's still here, thank you very much. If you've reached it to the end, you must be asleep or busy. Thanks for joining the Bodach Show. I'll be back on Tuesday. I'll try and get back to my regular 10 p.m. This Thursday is a general knowledge quiz. Come along, join it. If you would like to join the panel, do let me know. All I ask is that you come prepared with a webcam, because it's always better when people can see your beautiful faces. But anyway, thanks very much. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Follow me on all the other channels. Join the Discord. The Discord is great. If you want to, because I know everyone else uses Restream and stuff, but if you want to come and chat to me, I need you to come onto Discord. It was the only thing that I can make work with my setup. I'd love to just jump on StreamYards and make it easy for everyone. It just doesn't work with a setup like mine. Like StreamYard contains your stream and displays it for you. I already display my stream. I contain my own content. So I need to collect the webcams and I need to present that, not Restream. That's why I have to use Discord or Skype. But anyway, you only have sheets because of me. Lane was ready for you to keep suffering wrapped in rug shavings. You only have sheets because of... What do you mean, Gil? I don't even know what that means. Sheets? You only have sheets because of me. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Nice one, lad. Nice one, Antec. Thanks for stopping by. I have sheets because I have a new MVP. Would beat the freak of a human Sharia buffet. Fair enough. Hey, fucking look at brutally lurking. You lurker. You sneaky, dirty little lurker. Great Sherlock always. Oh man, I appreciate that. Thank you. I just got my food and sat down. Oh, is there anyone to raid Chrissy J? Can we find someone for Chrissy J to watch? Oh, Terra Ted's Tales is doing a premiere, or is it a live? All right, here we go. I don't know if this is your thing. I love this guy. He collects the TikTok conspiracies and shit. If it's your thing, head over to Terra Ted. I like the gimmick, and it is just mostly just... He does what I do, basically. but he's a real puppet instead of a cartoon. Giuliano Argenti rug shavings. Giuliano Argenti, I climb into a pile of clean clothes on my bed. Fair enough. Doesn't know what depth of field is. Depth of field. Ah, yeah. That's the stuff that gets you that silky bokeh on a good camera. Ah, man. Depth of field's amazing. Once you get a good camera and you play with depth of field, that's how you get that sort of money shot when you want to take a self-portrait. You want that depth of field nice and narrow. And then you get out there for your scenic views and you get your depth of field nice and wide. I'll go pick on Vinny and Hank. Fair enough. Are they live? I don't even fucking... Oh yeah, Vinny's fucking live. Doesn't look like he's been live for long. Is he? Who's he with? Fair enough. Go on. Just the thing is, because Vinny really fucking hates me, so I think if he got a Bodach raid, it would wind him up. So yeah, feel free. That would be funny, because he fucking hates me. Yeah, please raid Vinny. Please be loud in his chat and say Bodach raid, just because it will fucking annoy him. And then do what you want with your evenings. Anyway, you can go pick on Vinny and Hank. Yes. And if you don't like Vinny, head over to Terra Teds. Anyway, see you later, people. I'm off.